All right. Thanks for nothing, part 4. For morning walks. Gratitude for morning walks that gets us pluggers' juices flowing. Gratitude that the strongest argument against atheism is the fine-tuning of the basic laws of nature that makes life possible. And that fine-tuning is the greatest clue to the riddle of our universe. Gratitude for stepdad Ira Boozle's wisdom. Whenever he heard me or my brother say, "if only," or "what if," he would say, "what if my aunt had balls? She'd be my uncle." Thus showing the absurdity. Gratitude that salvation is escape from the prison of concepts. Eckhart Tolle. Thanks for the aroma of ground coffee. Thanks for not being HIMARS today. You know, the high intensity military advanced rocket system, something like that. Gratitude for 2 or 3 raw eggs a day, most days, because heating any food over 120 degrees degrades the enzymes. Plus, eggs have every known vitamin except vitamin C. Gratitude that Lynn can sometimes think me under the table. Gratitude for playing what Lynn and I call the George and Martha game that we started after watching Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf 3 times. Now, Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf has the same meaning as Who's Afraid of the Big Bad Wolf. Well, it turns out at the end that Martha acknowledges that she is afraid of the big bad wolf. For forgiving Mother Nature for being unable to birth a universe without contrasts, such as up, down, positive, negative, light, darkness. Gratitude for entanglement, quantum or otherwise. For example, friendships, marriages, etc. Gratitude to the women that wanted to love me and I wanted to love, but derailed over differences on jealousy and exclusivity. But now I note that an exclusive relationship can work by a combination of being present and fantasy / role-playing. Gratitude for deep tissue lower back massages by standing back to back with someone and rubbing against each other. Gratitude for clean nicotine, gum or vaping or whatever they call those pouches you put in your gums. Gratitude for more often my seeing through the veil of other people's bodies and sensing their spirit instead. Gratitude that once, close to birth, we became aware and conscious without first having had to fall asleep. Gratitude that before growing up greedy for erotic play, I was greedy for child play and greedy for knowledge and understanding and for empathy among people. The greed for erotic play only kicked in at adolescence and later. Thankful that when trying to get a grip on reality, realizing that reality knows judo. For endorsing touch 1,000 times deeper than mere sight. D.H. Lawrence, author of Lady Chatterley's Lover. Gratitude for realizing that verbal intercourse, especially with laughter, is even more important than the other kind. Thanks for scalp massages, both giving and receiving. Gratitude that there are many other rides in the great amusement park, the world, besides the roller coaster. For example, canoeing, crocheting, or any other calm activity. Thankful that reality is likely holographically manifested. This could explain all the stuff of all these billions of huge galaxies and huge, gigantic stars supposedly fitting into a space smaller than an atom. Gratitude for the ongoing taming of us human mammals or beasts, for a world without war, violent crime, or undignified poverty. Gratitude that if only I can get that great feeling of accomplishing something without doing anything except cocaine. Just kidding. Only did that a couple of times over 40 years ago, and I wouldn't dare try to score any, what with the fentanyl thing. Gratitude for the pantheistic or panpsychic or Spinoza view that God is the world universe. Or as a scholarly Catholic priest told me as we attended at his brother's deathbed when I was a caregiver, what he said, the universe is the body of Christ. Gratitude for the extraordinary series of flukes, coincidences, long shots, and serendipities that made Earth hospitable to human existence. That's from The Earth Transformed by Peter Frankopan. Gratitude for consciously slowing down the body with aging. It's not all about bad knees, etc. It's about being more present. Thanks that Lynn suggests that I am a man of deep curiosity. Gratitude for male-female play wrestling, nude wrestling. Can she throw me and blow me before I can flip her and lick her? That's a joke from I heard in my adolescence. Gratitude that every little eye or spot of consciousness feels it is at the center of existence. This is kind of similar to the fact that every point on the surface of a sphere is the center of the surface of the sphere. Gratitude for residual personality disorder, I call it. Who am I, really? Who are you, really? Gratitude for this gazer's spiritual formula. Yahweh, which is Jehovah in English, is the I am that I am. That equals Allah, the one and only being, which equals Brahman, defined as not that which the eye sees or the ear hears, but that by which the eye can see and the ear can hear. Though I would make that both what the eye sees and the ear hears, and that by which it sees, equals the Tao. Those who speak about it do not know. Those who know do not speak about it. And thanks again for nothing, for getting nothing contagious so far during the COVID era, which is still continuing. And thanks for nothing, because without it there couldn't be something. You see, something, nothing, light, darkness, figure, ground, are all gestalts. They are mutually arising, and you can't have one without the other. All right, end of part 4, at least one more part to come. There are 3 prior parts unlabeled on YouTube. Just search for Jim Merkner, Merkner. Thank you.